All right, so we've got this assembled, and now we got to do two things. We got to do an exploded view, and then we got to do the drawing. So we're going to go to animation to do the exploded view. I already have one in here, um, and I can actually create another storyboard. This is a storyboard too. Same kind of deal. It just lets us do a different version of what we got. And what I'm going to do is in storyboard 2, I'm just going to do an auto explode. So I'm going to select everything I want to explode, and I'm going to click transform. I want to have trail lines visible. And I can kind of select how far apart they should be. So I'm going to go here. The only part I want to edit, I'm going to hit transform. I'm going to edit this part right here. I think this part should be back a little further. And I think that's pretty good. So we've got a nice exploded drawing right here. And from here, I think that's all I got to do. I can extend these, but I can't move them. So that's not ideal. But I've got my nice exploded drawing. I can extend this one. So there we go. That's better. It's got the lines where everything goes to. Everything's apart. Nice. So I like this. This is a good exploded view. Try to grab this one. I want this one to go more back into it so I can see. There we go. So it shows that this piece goes on this piece here. This slides down. This goes in. That goes in. So it's all done and ready to go. So after you do the animation, you can go to drawing and you can go to from design. It's going to ask you to what do you want? I'm going to leave it all basic. Size B sheet, inch from scratch, all that's fine. For now, we're going to go with that. And it's going to bring my assembled drawing in. So here it is, assembled drawing. I want to scale 1 to 2, and I want it to be shaded. And I think I want to look at it from the northwest, maybe the northeast. Northwest and northeast. So, perfect. So I'm going to pop this up here. So that's an assembled version of my selfie stick. I'm going to click OK. It's going to take a second to render. And then if I want to place an additional view, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do 1 to 2. And I am going to shade this again. And once again, I'm going to do a northeasterly view. But I don't want the model. I want storyboard 3, actually. The one I just did the explosion. And once again, 1 to 2. Not 2, 1 to 2. Oh my goodness. 2, there we go. And I'm going to drop this in here, shaded. Okay. Now that I got both of these in here, I want to do a parts list off of this one. So I'm going to go to tables and drag this table in. Once I get the table in, it pops all these balloons. We'll take care of that in a second. But first I'm going to remove some of the stuff on this table. So I want the part number. I do not want the description in here, and I don't want the material. So that tightens that up a bit. I do notice that this one's wrong. This should be stick bottom. I have to go edit that in the original drawing. So if I look in here and I right click on this and I go to properties here, I can actually name this as stick bottom. I can click OK. And that is where you would add descriptions and things too. Now we should be able to come back here, and if I saved this, which I have to do, so I'll hit save, I should be able to update my link, and now it says stick bottom. So if you have any mistakes, you would go back and fix that. And notice everything's in capitals. Whether or not they are here, it just capitalized everything, which is good. Inventor would have not done that. Now, I don't want these balloons in my parts list, so I'm just going to try to place them nicely. Let's move the balloons around a bit. That one's fine. You want the balloons so they're not confusing and not cutting through other shapes. Like I'm going to get this one out of the way over here. And you're just trying to do this more for aesthetics now. That's good. That's good. This one and this one, I'm gonna flip this over out of the way a little bit. Maybe like so. So I can move this one to this side. Maybe pull this one, number 9, down here, so I can move number 3 over here. And I think that reduces a lot of the lines that are crossing over each other, which I do definitely wish to avoid. Okay, so now nothing's crossing over each other. From here I can just go to my title block, and if I click on it, this should be all caps, selfie stick. Don't worry about that. If the name should be all capitals, Dan Braun. It auto does the date. It's got the scale, weight. If we wanted to add more sheets or anything, we could do that. But I finished the properties, and this is what you're going to hand in to me. So from here you would do output to PDF, and then you would upload the PDF, and you'd be all good. So this is an assembly drawing. It's how to make a parts list in the assembly drawing. It's how to do the balloons and all that jazz. So hopefully this was helpful, and you can get it done in a period. I will see you in class.